Hello everyone. So let us move on to our next topic, that is decision making statements. So before going into detail into what are the decision making statements, first we have to know what are the control structures or control statements. So decision making statements comes under this control structure or control statements. So before going into control structure, we should know what are the sequential structures. So as we have done a one basic program of C language, if you go more and more detail into the C language, you will know there are the two structures of execution in C programming language. So the basic sequential structure shows that in this every program have a set of statements in C. So all the statements are executed one by one, line by line. First line is executed first, then the next line under that, and then the next line. So such type of statement execution or flow of execution of statements is known as a sequential structure. So the program is executed one by one, line by line, in the same sequence in which the statements are written. And all the statements are except the declarative statements, because these are not the executable statements, but the executable statements are executed, and these will be executed sequentially, that is one by one. So all the statements will be executed compulsorily, and there will be no statement that will not be executed. So all the statements will be executed, and only these will be, every statement will be executed only once. So execution will occur compulsorily and only once. Every execution statement will be executed. So the next statement comes under control structures or control statements. The control structures are the structures in which the statements that are given in a programming language or in C may or may not be executed, or they may be, some of the statements may be executed more than once. As in sequential, these are executed in the sequence. There is no specific, we can control the flow of execution by skipping some of the statements or executing the statements more than once. So the flow of execution is controlled, but it is controlled by some criteria or condition. So such execution in which we control the execution of the statements is known as control structures. So under the control structures, statements may or may not execute, or they may execute more than once. But in sequential, all the statements are executed, and these are executed only once. But in control structure, it may or may not happen. So but the basic main important thing to learn over here is under control statements we must have a condition. So, or under control structure, types of control statements is the next slide showing. These are the various three types. Under these, we are having different type of control statements. So, first is branching or decision making statements. Next are looping or iterative statements, and then jumping statements. So our this tutorial will learn only will tell you let you learn about only the decision making or branching statements, and we will have different tutorials for looping statements and jumping statements. So first of all, we will continue with our decision making or branching statements. So decision making statements, what are the decision making statements? As the name specifies, decision making statements let us to make the decision, but based on some criteria or condition. So if the criteria is satisfied or the condition is met, then the statement will be executed. If the condition is not met, the statement will not be executed. So there may be some statement that may be executed, but in decision making statements, if the statement is executed, it will be executed only once. If the statement, or there may be statements that are not executed at all. So if yes or no, statement may or may not be executed, and if it is executed, it will executed only once in decision making or if it is more than once, then we will use looping statements or other jumping statements. So decision making statements, executed statements only once or not at all. So these are various types of decision making statements comes under simple if statement, if else if ladder, or ladder if nested if. First, we will continue with our simple if statement. In simple if statement, we have first of all we should know what is the syntax of a writing a code of decision making, that is simple if statement. First we will specify if is a keyword in C language, and in parentheses we will specify the condition on the basis of which the curly pair of curly braces is specified the block. So the block of statement code specified in curly braces will be executed if the condition is true, and if the condition is false, then block of code will not be executed at all. So as I have given you a screenshot of my program from the Turbo C compiler, so you can see as the in this, first of all we have specified these two statements showing the header files as we have done in our earlier tutorial. Hash include studio.h and conio.h, these are the header files. Then we have specified the main, which is showing that we have to write the code in the main function that will be executed, and the main starts with the curly braces and ends with the curly braces. In the main we have specified an int n is a variable of integer type to which we will give some value that we on the basis of which we will use if statement. So clear screen. Then clear screen is a function that will specify clear the screen if you have a previous output over here. Then the next statement is printf statement over here. Printf enter any number. We have asked the user to enter some number on the basis of we will execute the if statement or not. Then scanf is a statement that is used to take some value, as n is a integer data type. We have specified the percentage %d for this variable as it is integer type, and ampersand is used in scanf to input some value. Then if the number, if condition, if we have specified the if block, specified the if statement, and in parentheses then if the number is greater than 0, this is the condition over here. So if the value of number we have user has input through the scanf, if the value of number is greater than 0, then the statement in if this block will be executed, and if this value is false, then this block will not be executed. And this block may can have more than one statement or no statement at all. So if we have used this statement, so we should have must have at least one statement that will be executed on the basis of this condition. So in printf, we have specified /n is used to specify a new line character. If you use /n, then every time this printf, before this statement printing, a cursor will move on to the new line. After this, the message will be printed, number is positive. So this is a program to check whether the number is positive or not. If the number user have input is greater than 0, then it will print the statement number is positive. But what if we use the number is negative, in that case the program will do not have any printf statement or any output for that condition. So if statement, if condition is true, then the block of statement specified in these curly braces will be executed, and if the condition is false, then none of the statement will be executed at all. Getch is used to hold the screen temporarily. It will take some input from the user, user will press any key, then it will move out of the console screen or output screen to your editor, Turbo C editor. So this is our simple if statement program. Next is our if else. So in the simple if statement, we have only the block of code that will be executed if only the condition is true. But what if the condition is false? So for that, in that case, in the previous case, there was no statement for uh, false state of false condition. So pardon me. In if else we have specified a else part that will be executed if the condition becomes false. So the syntax is if condition. If the condition is true, then the block of code will this in if block of code will be executed, and else will be executed if the condition becomes false. So if condition false, then else block will be executed. If condition true, if block of code will be executed on the basis of condition. So we can move on to a demo. So I'm changing this program to a if else statement. Let us remove all these things. These are not required. So int a, I'm declaring a variable of integer type. First of all, you have to declare stdio.h and conio.h, standard input output.h file and conio.h file. These are used to input the header files that contain some functions that are predefined in C. So void main is a function that will be that is compulsory in C program. If you do not specify, then the program will not be executed at all. And the execution of the program will start immediately after the opening curly brace, and program execution will end at the closing curly braces of main. And we have to specify all the block of statement that are needed to be executed in this curly braces of pair. So int a is a variable I'm declaring of integer type. Then I'm specifying a clear screen function to clear my screen. If there is some output of previous program, it will be cleared and the fresh output will be shown on your console screen. So next statement is printf, specifying enter any number. Then scanf is used to input values. The format of scanf is in double quotes. We will specify the format specifier for the value, then comma. After this, you have to specify ampersand, and then we have to specify the variable to which you want to give some input. So the variable over here is a, and now the condition is if a is greater than 0, then what should be the output? In this curly braces, we will specify printf statement. Number is positive, and if the condition becomes false, I will specify number is negative. So this is my program. I'm saving it with F2. Yes, and control F9 is used to run your program. It will ask enter any number. For example, if I specify -7, then the number is negative, and if I specify some positive value, it will say that the number is positive. So that's it with if else.